Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, my number 2 is FIFA 14 on the Xbox One. I got it free because it's a day one edition, and so if you've got a day one edition, you've got FIFA 14 free. I'll be very brief. I've spoken about FIFA 14 plenty as a view. This is the best version of it as far as I'm concerned. First thing that happens is that you start installing it, and that's one thing that's cool about the Xbox One, holding that QR code. Beep. You've just redeemed FIFA 14, it instantly starts downloading. After it's downloaded 20% of it, you can jump straight in and start playing it. It's only basically a demo, so there's preset teams and you can only do an exhibition, but it's nice that you can do that. It looks really nice. It doesn't look quite the next-gen jump that you might expect, but it does look a hell of a lot better. Just the textures of hair and like shirts and stuff looks amazing. In slow-mo, the slow-mo replays are so silky smooth. I mean, they look so much better than they have done on other formats. It just looks absolutely incredible. You know, especially when there's the camera in the corner of the goal, that just looks like television sometimes.
Does it?
The animations are a lot better. The crowds are all in 3D now, so it doesn't just look like jumping, you know,
weird squares. Yeah.
But collisions are better as well. It just looks like they're actually interacting with each other rather than that weird sort of the system that was before it, which often looked awkward and weird, as you know, many comedy videos on the internet can attest. But yeah, so it looks nicer. It's a little bit faster, although not quite as, you know, just navigating through the menus. There's still the old EA spinning wheel thing, which I could do with seeing a bit less of. Modes have been culled, so stuff like Be a Pro isn't in it. But the most important aspects of FIFA, I hear, and I think, if anything, there was too many modes. I don't know who has the time to play all of the modes that are in FIFA, because so many of them are vast and time-consuming that it would be mental if there was. If you one person hasn't got that much time, but the game, the reason I'm finding it so easy to say goodbye to Pro Evo is because the game, the on the pitch stuff has been basically fixed.
Right.
Headers have been fixed, so headers off corners, it wasn't uncommon. I mean, if you read the Eurogamer review, he goes into Tom Bramwell goes into very, very great detail about all of the things that happen, but it's. Without realising it, reading some of the stuff, I was like, God, the amount of times you've got a header and your defenders just stand there and a tiny little half-pint player just nuts it in the corner. And you're like, what?
Yeah, that does my head in.
Exactly, I can't do it. Yeah, they've stopped that from happening. Also, your defenders are far sharper because lob-through balls are still way too overpowered. They reach their target way too frequently. And playing online, I've played loads online this week, you still get people and that's all they do, just tap it online. But to sort of tap it with a lob-through ball, but your defenders actually do something about it, and it's far less easy to get caught with your pants down. So they fixed that. It's still annoying when somebody scores a goal after just like long hoofing it from the back, and the striker receives it and he's one-on-one with the keeps. I mean, it's still annoying, but it happens so much less that it's actually it doesn't bother me at all. I basically think it's the best version of this game, and one of the best FIFAs I've played in a long time. I played 14 games online. It's silky smooth. It looks great. The only problem with online is that I played 14 games, 1 against Brazil, 1 against Chelsea, and 12 against Real Madrid. So if you get bored of playing against Real Madrid, that's going to be a problem. Ultimate Team's still a genius mode. Absolutely incredible. There's Ultimate Team Legends. So there's, in addition to the normal players, week by week they have different legends. And so
is that an Xbox exclusive?
It's X360 and Xbox One. But Ultimate Team is still a work of absolute genius. And the most important thing of all of this is that FIFA 14 was my first port of call. When I had a couple of friends come around to see, you know, I had to show off the console. FIFA 14 was the console, was the game I picked, because the Kinect implementation during single player is amazing, and it never got boring, and I don't think it will ever get boring, because Kinect, this highlights how good Kinect was. I mean, I used voice controls occasionally on the I think FIFA 13 was the first year they did it, and it worked okay. It was like everything with Kinect. Occasionally it worked quite well, occasionally it just didn't work. So you'd say like substitution 1, and all these boxy menus would come up. Here what happens is you say substitution, and I've tried so many times, substitution picks it up, a little rolling ticker tape will come up with mugshots of each player. Dzeko, you used to say the Dzeko, and then it throbs with this really satisfying blue light, and then the substitutes would come on. You'd be like, what's his name? Aguero, And then within about 4 seconds after that, after having done that, the commentator's like, "Oh, it looks like they're getting ready to make a change." I was like, "This is wicked! This is absolutely
really clever."
But it worked. I kept trying to catch it out, and it just nothing would do it. It's seeing that throbbing blue light coming up. But you can do all sorts of other stuff as well. You can change tactics, you can change formations and stuff like that, and it's just impossibly impressive. I mean, it's like if Microsoft, if you know, Microsoft have made it their mission to get connected in people's houses for years, and they haven't, like a dog with a bone. This is the best case I've seen for that enthusiasm, and because it's incredible, absolutely incredible. And it's just, the only shame is that you can't use those commands in multiplayer, because I don't know why, actually, because you can turn it off as a chat device. But if they can implement, I'd love to be able to use that in multiplayer, but still. But yeah, FIFA 14, it's, for all of the missing modes, I think it's the best version of the game, and it feels like it's finished, unlike several other games.
Well, I'm very excited to play it on Friday. Very excited to play it. Yeah, I've been watching a few videos and whatnot, but it's hard to tell how nice it looks through a YouTube video. You can't really see the kind of sharpness, but you can tell. I could tell the animation was a lot better and things.
It's mainly, I mean, aside from the slow motion replays, I think it's just when you're tapping it around players and when you're shielding the ball, you can notice that the animations are a lot more elaborate and a lot more things happen. It's always hard to tell with football games because, I mean, it's just there's so many different changes, so many new changes made to this over the Xbox 360 version.
Well, that's good that there is, and it's not just the exact same game with higher resolution. No,
this is the next gen version. If you really hated the PS3 360 one, this is definitely a step up, albeit with less modes.
Right.